In this video, I will be ranking every single Home Depot Halloween 2025 animatronic from worst to best. Now, these are just the leaked videos of them, and we'll get better quality videos and more in-depth videos of them when they fully release online. And there also might be some releases we don't know about, but as of now, these are all of the animatronics, and this is my ranking for them. Now, this one isn't particularly bad. It's just extremely boring and generic and does not need to exist. This is like the 9,000th generic witch prop we've gotten from Home Depot, and there's already been a bunch of cauldron witches, so this one's just unnecessary, and that's the reason I don't like it. This one also isn't really bad either. It's just generic. It's okay for $100, but it's just a normal pumpkin, and it's not very innovative or anything. So it has the same problem for me that the last one had, and that's why I have it here. And at number 19 is Tiffany. This is a pretty good prop. The only thing for me is I just don't like I don't really like the Chucky movies, and also Tiffany isn't as creepy, in my opinion, as Chucky, so she's this lower on the list, but I don't think she's a bad prop. She's still pretty good. When the Home Depot Halloween 2025 leaks first started coming out, I saw this one and I thought it would be a really cool fast jump scare, but it's very, very disappointing what it is. It's just a muddy, slow-moving skeleton, and it has a unique and cool animation, but it's so slow that it's not very effective, and I wish it was just like a fast jump scare. This is probably the most disappointing prop of the year so far for me. At number 17 is The Bride of Frankenstein. I like this one, but it's not too amazing because it doesn't have any mouth animation. I know that I've watched the movie, and I know that she doesn't really speak in it except for she screams a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like they could have done a little bit more with the animation, but it's still a good licensed prop, and it will go great with Frankenstein. And this is the Scarred Chucky, much better than the one from last year. That one wasn't scary. This one's pretty creepy, but again, I just don't really like the Chucky movies, so this one's not for me. Next is the Barber. Now, not everyone will like him, but I think he's okay, and he goes pretty good with Dean and Marie and Jack of Spades from last year. I think this one's okay. It's not too amazing. It doesn't particularly interest me, but it's still an okay prop. This one is also pretty generic, but I do kind of like it. I think he has a really cool fire effect. This is most likely going to be like $100 or $130, so I think that's a pretty good price. Also, I like how he lifts his scrolls up. He has a pretty good voice, and his animation is pretty good, so this is a decent prop for me, even though I know it's pretty generic. Next is the Fisherman. I think that this is also a decent prop. It reminds me a lot of Quint from Jaws. He looks a lot like him, and his voice sounds a lot like him too. Also, he kind of has the Quint personality with him telling the tale of a giant sea beast. So yeah, I think this is a decent prop and pretty well themed. Also, it's nice that we're getting some more nautical stuff. Next is the Pig Butcher. Now this one is decent, but it's kind of just a budget version of the Pig Butcher from 2020. Now this butcher is different, I feel like, because based off of his phrases, it seems like they're trying to make him seem like he's a pig that's being a butcher, rather than the Spirit Halloween one was just a guy wearing a dead pig's face who's a butcher. So it's a little bit different, but this one's okay. It has more animation, and yeah, it's okay. This is a witch that isn't actually generic and boring. She's very cool. I think she's not actually purple. I think it's just the light, but if she is purple, then I really like that color scheme. She has these really cool cat's eyes. She's just a really nice design. Also the bones on her neck, and she has a lot of movement. Yeah, she's just really cool. Next is this Gravedigger. I think this is probably the best Gravedigger from Home Depot since that one in 2020. I like that he has a jump scare, and it makes the coming back down animation makes sense because it's like he's pushing it under the dirt. And yeah, I think this is a good prop, definitely. At number 9 is the zombie trio stack. This is much better than the clown stack from last year, in my opinion. I think they're pretty goofy, and that's okay because not everything has to be scary. But yeah, I think they're decent, and I like the characters. They're goofy and they're pretty good. At number 8 is probably the most revolutionary prop of the lineup this year. It's this skeleton that you can customize with your voice. You can have his voice be low, high, or anything. You can record your own lines. And he also comes with a bunch of pre-made lines. You can also, just like the 12-foot skeleton, you can customize his eyes. So this is a very revolutionary and cool prop. Next is this ogre. I think this is a way better prop than Carl, because if you don't know, it uses Carl's mechanism. And yeah, Carl was just a boring clown, but this is a very unique character. That mouth animation is very fluent with his giant teeth, and it's very good. The only thing I don't like is how the eyes change color. That's kind of weird. But yeah, very unique and very awesome prop. At number 6 is the 15-foot scarecrow. I personally like the Lowe's one better, but this one is still really cool. This one's taller than the Lowe's one too, so I guess that's an advantage this one has over the Lowe's one. Also, it's probably better quality. But this character is super cool and super menacing and super big, and yeah, I really like how big it is, and like it's crooked and it kind of is like a tree at the bottom. Also, I think it has animation, really unique and really cool. Now this is a Jack-in-the-Box clown, but instead of the jump scare being something coming out of the Jack-in-the-Box, his head pops up, which is really unique and cool. He reminds me of Whack-A-Mole a lot, when if you don't know, Whack-A-Mole is one of my favorite clowns of all time because he glows under the black light and he's all neon and cool. Also, it didn't show it in LMJ's video, but he actually, his eyes light up and his mouth moves, which I put in the top right corner. But yeah, this is this is one of the best clowns Home Depot has ever made, and it's really cool. I know this one is a static and not an animatronic, but it's so cool I have to include it on the list. It's a static giant shark monster, and I think it's really cool. We don't get too many nautical stuff or sharks, but yeah, so I just think it's a really good prop, and that's why I have it here. Took everything I hated from the Plague Doctor from last year and improved upon it. So last year they had a Plague Doctor with like EL wires and he didn't look scary at all, and yeah, it wasn't good. But they fixed him, they made him creepier, it's so much better than last year, and I've been wanting like a Plague Doctor like this for a long time. So yeah, this is one of my favorites from the year. My second favorite of the year is this Easter Bunny. He's super creepy and menacing looking. He could just be turned on lights only mode. We don't know if he has animation yet, but hopefully he does. I really love this bunny. He's so creepy and cool, and it's nice that they're making creepy decorations for other holidays. I know this one is objectively not the best, but there's something I really like about it. We've never had a leprechaun before, and I kinda really like leprechauns as a character. It's really cool, and he has lots of animation. I know there are so many better props, but this is just for me personally. I really like him, and he's definitely my favorite of the year.